Good evening, Dragon Slayers. This is Dr. Tom Bittker, and I'm commenting today alone because this is a pretty hot topic, and I don't want to involve my other compatriots in this. The LA riots have been continuing apace for approximately the past week. And what have we learned from this? Well, first of all, we've learned that the left, Democratic Party in particular, as represented in California, embrace the notion that it's okay to be violent as long as you're violent in behalf of what they believe to be a justified cause. And justified cause here is to resist ICE attempt to arrest felonious illegal immigrants. Uh, they're defined felonious illegal immigrants as immigrants that have felony charges against them, and often immigrants who have re-entered the country after being advised that re-entry would result in a felony. Well, let's look at that in greater depth. Who's harmed in this? Well, first of all, I would say the people that are harmed are the legal immigrants that have taken time to immigrate legally, jumped all the hoops necessary for that, and have made their contribution to this country. It's one of the reasons why the Latino vote began to shift for Donald Trump in the last election. In addition, the other people that are harmed by this are the residents of the area that right now is under siege. Many of these people are shopkeepers, workers who cannot get to work, uh, domestics who are trying to get to their own work. And when we shut down freeways and we shut down an area, it's these people who are in particular are penalized. And let's look at the National Guard. Who is the National Guard? The National Guard consists of young people who have enlisted in the National Guard as a path to get their education paid for by the federal government. Uh, Many of these people are ages 18, 19, 20, 21, and they too are being victimized by this carnage. The left has decided that they're going to champion the rights of the undocumented, failing to note that it was the open border policy of President Biden that contributed to the situation. And what flags are being waved in behalf of the protests? Well, the Mexican flag and the Palestinian flags. Uh, the American flag is burned and spit upon. So, as a consequence, we have a political issue that is ultimately going to fracture this country in a very calculated way. Unfortunately, a lot of people are going to suffer as a consequence. But the instigators of this are hardly the federal government. The instigators in this war, if you will, civil war, are people who insist that our boundaries, borders don't really count, and illegal aliens have rights beyond that of American citizens. So which side you choose in this fight depends on how you are allied for our country's long-term best interests. My alliance is with the long-term interest of our citizenry, including people who are legally immigrated, workers of often working class people, and certainly not the elites who have escaped all of this by being in areas that are privately guarded by private police forces and not necessarily dependent on the police, public police, to protect their rights. Think about this carefully before you cast your vote in the upcoming midterm elections. Well, I suspect my comments will be controversial, uh, but do your own research, and I look forward to hearing from you. Again, Slayers, be well. If you're interested in more of what we have to say, you might want to check out our book, Dragon Slaying, under my name, available for you right now on Amazon. I wish you all well, good health, and let's hope that we can get some sanity focused on the situation in Los Angeles and in California. Thank you.